In August we were called to a fire involving a bin lorry. When we turned up, the fire was very well developed in the rear. We got the fire out fairly quickly, out externally, but it was clear that inside the fire was still very well developed. A lot of thick black smoke coming out, and our thermal imaging cameras told us that there were very hot temperatures inside, which is unusual. Eventually, as a result of the hydraulics being burnt out, we actually had to cut a hole into the side of the bin lorry, causing a lot of damage. And once inside, the fire was still burning, and we were unable to extinguish it, despite trying a number of different methods.
I was the officer in charge of taking over from Watch Manager Welland at the bin lorry fire. When we arrived, it was shortly after 9:30, and the fire was still going. They were struggling to get access to the fire, and it was burning quite well. The sort of steps we took to take over was really the only thing that we could do, which was to make the hole bigger, dragged a lot of the refuge out, and that was really the only way we could actually access inside and put the fire out.
When lithium batteries in particular burn, they actually create oxygen in the process of burning, and so where we would normally expect to see a contained area starve itself of oxygen and almost put itself out, this fire kept on self-sustaining, and that was what led me to believe that it was a battery that had been damaged, then caught fire and was actually then self-sustaining the fire, and that was why it was so difficult to put out. What we're asking for is that if people are disposing of batteries, they dispose of them at a local tip or at an approved recycling centre, and also to actually check inside items before you throw them away to make sure that there aren't batteries in there, because sometimes you may not realise that you're throwing an item away which still has a battery inside it.